If you're new to our From the Pasture podcast, this is one of our special pre-sale episodes. Our regular shows feature ranch stories, breeder interviews, and cattle knowledge, but today we're focusing specifically on this weekend's Texas Longhorn sale.
So if you're wanting to learn more about Texas Longhorn cattle markets, or you're a registered Texas Longhorn breeder looking to expand your herd, you'll want to tune in to today's episode. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Molly. We're the owners of Hired Hand Software and Hired Hand Live, and we're excited to bring you a closer look at this upcoming sale.
In today's episode, we'll be talking with the sale host about consignments, sale details, and what to watch for in the ring.
You can view consignments at hiredhandlive.com and, in most cases, visit the consignor's Hired Hand-powered websites to learn more. Now let's jump into this weekend's sale preview.
I'm here with Nelson Hearn and Adrianna Norris, the sale host for the upcoming Appalachian Trail Sale and Futurity, which is held in Lebanon, PA. Nelson, Adrianna, and I will be talking about sale details, sponsors, consignors, and of course, the consignments. As we talk about the consignments, you can follow along on hiredhandlive.com, and if you want to dig deeper, take a look at the consignors' Hired Hand websites. Let's get into it. Well, good evening, the two of you. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, Jamie?
I'm doing pretty good. Do you want to take a second and just introduce yourselves?
Nelson Hearn, one of the hosts of the Appalachian Trail Sale and Futurity. My wife and I, Tammy, and I. And I'll turn it over to Adrian.
I'm Adrianna Norris. I help with the back part, like the back scenes of everything to help get stuff ready and stuff for the sale and the Futurity and everything.
And you all personally have Longhorns as well. How many years have you had Longhorns?
Since 2007.
Adrianna, you were pretty little then. Do you remember having Longhorns right away?
I wasn't really involved with them until like 2012 or so. That was the very first time I've ever actually showed and stuff.
Okay. And then from there, it seems like you were full steam ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's partner on a lot of our cows and bulls. She's partner on it. She is half ownership now of Nel-Tam Longhorns, LLC. So she come a long way and stepped up to the plate, and she takes care of getting them registered, naming them, and also looking at the pedigrees and deciding what bulls we want to AI to and what bulls that we want to buy as herd bulls. She's a very big part of that.
Congratulations. I didn't realize that you were officially part of Nel-Tam Longhorns. That's exciting for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into this year's sale and Futurity. Who else is helping the two of you with the sale?
Mike Reinhardt is helping us on the Futurity side and to get everything on that together. And then we have a younger girl named Alexis Burkholder that she's sort of in the mix of everything just because this is her first year. So she's pretty much helping out with like everything and like the prizes and more or less just getting to know what she needs to do and like we were showing her like how to lot everything and go over like our proofs and stuff with each cattle, like each piece that we got for the book to help put it together and all that.
Well, it sounds like she's been a nice addition to the team.
Yes.
So this is the third year that you all have hosted this sale. Are there any changes this year?
Yes, there is changes. We are going back to where we originally started at the Lebanon Valley Livestock Auction. And so a lot of people are excited about that. I haven't heard anything negative about it. Everybody was excited to move back to there as well as me because half the pens are set up in that barn. It wasn't like where we did go. Last year, we had to set everything up, then tear everything down.
Well, let's move on to the schedule of events for the weekend. What can people expect on Thursday, June 4th?
So June 4th, we have at 12 o'clock, cattle can start arriving, and they can arrive till whenever that evening, as long as they, if it's going to be real late, just give me a call and make arrangements. And that's pretty much it for Thursday evening. Then Friday, June 5th, all cattle must be in place by 9 a.m. So we got time to set up and get ready for the futurity at 11 a.m. And then after the futurity, from 4 to 5, we will have a blacksmith there doing demonstrations and also making the prizes for the two high place winners of the futurity.
Very nice. What are you saying? Are you letting us know what the prizes are or what he'll be making? Or is that a surprise?
Yeah, we can. So anyway, this year this was the girls' decision, and I thought it was really cool between Alexis and Adrianna. They come up with, they're going to hand a brand out that is going to be made there, and it'll have the initials on of the Appalachian Trail Sale and futurity. And then you'll be able to hang it on a plaque and put it on the wall somewhere or on your fireplace or wherever you would like to put it. They thought it would be a unique prize because they never seen something like that given out. And I thought it was very unique, and they're making it like old, sort of look like old fashioned. Is that the word? Sort of like the old style branding where, thing. It's going to have like a little twist to it and maybe a little rustic look, something like that.
Well, that'll be a fun demonstration to watch.
And then at 6 o'clock, we will have the evening meal for everybody, catered by the barbecue trough again. We'll be having chicken, ribs, brisket, cheesy potatoes, mac and cheese, baked beans, and drinks. They also will be there doing the kitchen for breakfast and lunch, the same people. That'll be Friday and Saturday.
And then the awards are still on Friday night after the dinner?
Yeah, that's at 7 o'clock. The awards ceremony will be then.
How many futurity classes are you having this year?
We will have, I think it's 9.
I believe so.
We're still working on some of that because we got a lot of late entries, so we're still ironing some of that out. We're over 100 some head. I know that. I don't have the exact number yet. I'm waiting on Mike to get back to me.
So let's move on to Saturday. Right away in the morning, what happens?
So right away in the morning, people can view the cattle up until 10:30 a.m. And then I need everybody out of the barn by that time so we can get set up and ready for the sale at 11 a.m. And that's Eastern time.
Thinking about hosting your own online sale?
With Hired Hand Live, you can run a standalone internet auction right from your ranch. No travel, no weather concerns, no space limitations.
You have the animals? We handle the technology.
It's stress-free, secure, and designed for livestock breeders.
Start your own sale at hiredhandlive.com. And then if somebody has a question sale day, who should they contact?
They should contact Nelson Hearn or Adrianna Norris. My number is 484-877-1062. Or they can contact Adrianna Norris at
484-650-8655.
If anybody wants to see like a
preview if they can't make it.
Yeah, like a FaceTime video of any animal that would be bidding online that can't make it, please get a hold of either I or Adrianna, and we can walk in the pen and do that for them so they can actually see the cow before the sale or the heifer. We got a great lineup of heifers and cows this year.
Who did you choose for the auctioneer and pedigree reader this year?
So this year it will be Dan Huntington Sales. Pedigree reader will be Ryan Culpepper.
And what about the back crew?
The back crew I got a couple changes there just because of some people couldn't make it. They had plans that weekend. It would be my brother Steve Hearn, Dwayne Oswald, Ryan Bond, and his wife Carol Bond. I got 2 young boys that want to help this year that are dairy farmers, and they want to help with the cattle, which is Austin Hetrick. And I can't remember his buddy's name. And I don't know if I missed anybody there. Oh, Josh Semiskus. And then Alexis Burkholder is going to be helping out wherever she can, either back there or up front.
Okay.
And Matt Collins from West Virginia is coming up to help. He helped us last year.
Okay.
So I think that's a pretty good back crew. Try it out, see how it goes. They get their first test on Friday.
And for those people who will be buying online or maybe who show up without a trailer and purchase something, do you have haulers lined up?
We have Dan Grove and Andy Brooks Jr. willing to haul anywhere, and Dan Grove will help out with that also. They can also contact me, Nelson Hearn, and I'll set up to get something, whether I do it or can get it arranged with Dan Grove or Andy Brooks. Somehow we will get the animal to the person.
So let's jump into the sponsors and the consigners. Once again, this year you had a long list of sponsors. I think when I counted, there was roughly 20 of them for your sale.
And that is correct. We had 7 breeders that were sponsors, and then the rest was corporate sponsors that, have nothing to do with Longhorns, but they either feed them or carry insurance on them or, just different things like that. Also, PC Cattle Pens, which we all aware of, they sponsor. So please, reach out and thank them too. They build real nice chutes and cattle working pens and everything like that. They stepped up to the plate and donated also.
Well, should we give a quick shout out to the breeders that sponsored the event?
Yes, let's do that. So you got David and Retta Henry of DR Ranch, Carol Powell of Hidden Springs Ranch, Sam Byler of Black Logs Farms, Jacob Lance and Linda Lance of Swamp Creek Longhorns, Crider Farms, Crider Valley Ranch, Savannah Smith, Leonard New River Ranch, Guy and Charlotte Coate of Coate Cattle Company.
So that wraps up the list of ranch sponsors. Let's move on to the consigners. Do you have any consigners this year that are new to the sale?
We do, which is Carol Powell is one of them. B&T Longhorns, which is Bradley Stroppenhauer, Mike Reinhardt. This is the first year he's put into our sale. Chase and Elizabeth Lunsford. And that was it. Everybody else been putting animals that's listed. Everybody else been putting animals in.
Let's talk about those consignments that the consigners are bringing to the sale. Do you have any scratches that we should make people aware of?
We do have scratches. So lot 11 from Cody's is a scratch, and there's a sublot for lot 11, which is really, really top of the line breeding. It has some Jimmy Jones breeding in her and a lot of other great breeding. She is a knockout cow, very good cow. Adrianna's pulling her up here right now. So she got Bubba Tough checks in her. She got Horseshoe J Prime Example in her. Everybody that knows pedigree knows what all that goes back to. So it's a great cow that they're putting in as a sublot. So we need to really help them out, study that pedigree, and look at it. Lot number 13 is a scratch. And lot number 14 is a scratch. And lot number 25 is a scratch. That's all I know about right now.
Okay. And then you mentioned the sublot was lot 11 from Cody's. And I believe that Mr. Jay Walker, again, is bringing an embryo, which seems like that's what he likes to bring to sales. And that is lot 7. Can you talk about that lot for a second?
Lot 7. She is definitely carrying a calf to Cool Hand Luke checks. He told me that the other day, that she confirmed pregnant with that. She's the embryo, carrying the embryo of Cool Hand Luke check. So that calf should be a great calf. If everybody looks up the dam to that calf, which is RJL Moolah Ma. Very good cow, very good breeding. And then the bull needs no introduction that that she's carrying the calf to. He is, I guess you can't even get semen from him anymore. They sold like a certain amount of semen of him, and that's it. That's about all I can say.
Yeah, I know when I was looking at the picture of the mom, she's a pretty cool twisty horn cow.
Yes. With a lot, I think Jay said she was almost 90 some inches, but I'm not positive on that. She's over 80. I know that.
Well, let's move on, and we're going to play a little round of catalog roulette. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, let's start with lot 1, W.L. Charles Aurora from D.R. Henry Ranch.
The sire is a Del Charo, which is out of Cowboy Tough Checks and SR Maiden's Firefly. And the dam is TLS Speckled Diamond, Bawana Checks, and SHR Wows Sierra. And again, if you know anything about Cowboy Tough Checks, a lot of great daughters out there, produce some good bulls. And on the Bawana Checks, the same thing. And then she is bred back to their Futurity winning bull, which is a black and white bull, Hubble's Drifter, which I seen that bull, and he is just an awesome bull. He's good muscle to him, good horn to him, calm. So whoever buys that cow is going to get a great calf.
Okay, the next one we'll talk about is lot 5, Lady Stetson DCR from Downey Family Farms.
Okay, another cow that goes back into that Josie Checks, which is another Cowboy Tough Checks. There's a lot of good calves out of that Josie Checks. And then you got the BL Rio Josie, which was a really, really good cow. And then the Chisholm's Louise, which goes back to Chisholm 4, and Louise EOT, which was a really good producing cow. So you got another cow with great genetics in her, great breeding. She has a bull calf at side by Hubble's Jeremiah, and it exposed back to Hubble's Jeremiah for hopefully a 3-in-1 package till sale date. Another great speckled up cow with her horns rolling out. She looks like a large frame cow. And when I talked to Eddie about her, she was a great producer for him, and he got some good calves out of her, and he just wants to pass her along and help somebody else out to get some good calves.
Well, next we'll talk about a consignment from Sean Collins with Tougher Than the Rest Farms, lot 8, TTTR Lorena Wood.
Okay, this cow I don't know a lot about other than her breeding with Sharpshooter in. Everybody knows how Sharpshooter made a lot of great heifers and great bulls. It has a lot of sons out there that are doing great. Then on the bottom side is the Awesome Blossom, which is Awesome Alamo, which goes back to, and the Dowdery Blossom, which goes back to some old breeding, but very good breeding. So this cow got a mix that would probably cross with today's bulls and still make wonderful calves yet for her age.
Let's talk about Harrison Iger's consignment, lot 9, Kit Kat.
Another good little heifer calf here out of Timeline, which is, JP Rio Grande and Dragon Pearl. That's like some of the top of the line breeding there. JP Rio Grande did a lot of great things, when he was around, and people still having them in their genetics, in their herds yet is awesome. And then you got pull in the Dragon Pearl there. And then you got the Cowboy Casanova, which is on the bottom, which was a $100,000 bull sold at one time and produced a lot of great heifers. And then you got Ringtail Cat, which was another famous cow that did a lot of good producing back in the day here.
Well, and while we're here close to number 9, let's just talk about lot number 10, Bayou Belinda from Seven Pines Ranch.
I seen her. She is a cow that keeps good flesh on her at all times. Great lateral horn with a little bit of lateral twist to it. Again, she is out of Cowboy Casanova breeding, the RJF Sweet and Sassy, which was another good producing cow. And then the bottom side, you got some of the older breeding of Dixie River and Bayou Bridget. And she's exposed, I think she has a calf at side when I talked to them. I forget if it was a heifer or bull though, but always produced great for him, milks well, and very nice cow. It says that she's all but 80 inches, so she's right there knocking on 80. If she's not 80 by sale time, and she's just a young cow yet.
Well, tell us what you know about Gary Hirschberger's Lot 12, GLH Mighty Spots.
Lot 12, what I know is he sent me an updated picture, and she definitely changed a lot. I liked her when I seen her at first, but I like her a lot more now. She is still doing lateral horn, a lot of lateral horn for being, still in her black horn yet, but just a pretty speckled up heifer. And again, she's out of Dropbox, which has, produced some phenomenal stuff, which was out of Cowboy Tough Checks and Jam Packed. And then the bottom side, she has a Dragon Lady in her, which I think is back to Drag Iron a little bit later in her pedigree. But very, very good heifer, and she put way more horn on than what's in the pictures. Everybody that sees her will like her. She's a pretty and well put together heifer.
Well, this next one we're going to talk about, I think you should know quite a bit about. So we'll talk about lot 15, Nel-Tam Cherry Sangria.
So she is out of a higher ground son that we got, which is out of a Rowdy's HR daughter. And then the bottom side was Cherry Blossom, which is ours, that is out of Sun Haven Smoking Hot. That bull was right at 90 inches when we got rid of him. And out of Peach, which is a Sniper daughter, out of a Maximilian daughter. And her mama got real nice, twisty horns. I think she's right around 80 inches, her mama. And this heifer here was tracking to be, I think, around 65 at 3 years old. So she's just young. She's bred to our young bull that Adrianna picked out from Hudson Longhorn, which is Tombstone, HL Tombstone, which is a HL Omaha son, and out of Helms Melody. She is carrying an awesome calf. And I got too many heifers right now, and I don't want to get rid of her, but hopefully somebody will be happy with her, with the breeding that she has and what she is bred to. She is also, the vet called her 4 to 5 months pregnant to Tombstone.
Well, the next one we'll talk about is lot 17, Jen Over from Sam Byler with Black Log Farm.
Okay, Jen Over is one of my favorite cows in the sale, besides mine. But yeah, anyway, she very pretty cow, very twisty horn cow. And again, he's dreading even putting her in the sale. A very good producer, but he got 2 good heifers out of her, and throws very nice colored up calves, he told me. Very fancy colored up calves. She's a Jenkins out of a Tempter and Joyful Rider, and a High Over, which is Overhead, and High on Fire. Overhead was an older bull, but I'm not real sure on the High on Fire, what she goes back to there. But confirmed bred to Turn It Up, BCR. That was a young bull that he bought, which is out of HL Heads Up and BCR Rebel Woman. Calf is due in the fall. Said she's a very sweet cow, and if you're looking for flash, she's definitely got the flash. and the twisty horn, nice twisty horn. She'll make a great addition to anybody's herd.
So next we'll talk about one of Mike Reinhardt's cows, lot 26. Why am I stealing kisses?
A real pretty, I always call them cream colored cows, well, heifers, with the white speckles in her. She's going to be a very pretty cow, nice lateral horn. She is out of Hicks's Droppin' Dimes, which is a hydro son, and out of Hicks's El Daisy. And anybody knows the Hickses, they have a really good program put together and produce a lot of good cows, heifers, bulls. So she got, great top side of her pedigree. The bottom side is Stealing Hearts out of a Grand Jess and Steel Silent. That I don't know a lot about, but I mean, when you look at her, she looks very impressive. Put together nice, good color, good horn, and just a young heifer to start out with and build your herd around.
Lot 30 is the next one, KVR All Jacked Up from Crater Valley Ranch with Rick Kramer.
Yeah, so she is a Cracker Jack daughter, which goes back to the Royally Screwed and Jammin' Jenny, which was really, really great breeding. And then out of DW Miss Call, which is an Alfago daughter, which starting to learn a lot from Savannah Smith on Alfago. She owns that bull, and she's getting a lot of great calves out of that bull. And Sweet Call, this heifer here, lots of horn, very, very nice heifer, put together well. I'm going to say that she's going to do very well in the sale. He AI bred her. I didn't hear if he has her pregnant yet or not, but he had AI'd her to a really, really good bull. I don't want to say the bull's name because I have it in my head, but I might be wrong. So I don't want to say the bull who she's bred to yet.
Well, let's talk about one of your first-time consigners, Hidden Springs. They're lot 36, KCCI Gretchen.
So they let me pick out one, and she was one that I picked out. And I said, could I have one to sale? I really liked her swoop horn to her. I liked her body. She had a really nice udder on her picture. She's an open range out of a Heads Up. So anybody that knows anything about Heads Up, what he's been producing, just phenomenal animals and also futurity winners. And then the bottom side goes back to KCCI, Redneck Girl, which is Cowboy Catchachecks, which also produced some really, really nice heifers, Cowboy Catchachecks. She is bred to BR Carbon Copy, another really, really great heifer that will be a great addition to anybody's herd that, if you're looking for a good swoop horn, young heifer and good body, good milker, there she is.
Well, tell us what you know about lot 39, LLR Uncrustable.
Lot 39, I know she got a lot of views on Hired Hand already, and she's another Cracker Jack daughter. I'm one that's big into Cracker Jack. I had a bull in partnership with RTG, and so we got some Cracker Jack grandbabies. I liked all of them. Anything that's produced by Cracker Jack, they just seem smooth, put together nice, good horn. And then she, again, is out of that TT Jammin' Jenny, which was another good producing cow. And the bottom side, Cowboy Tough Checks and Winning Smile, which, are good names also that produced a lot of good stuff. So another good, colorful heifer with great horn and will be a great addition.
The last one that we'll talk about is lot 40, BT Snipe Bomber.
BT Snipe Bomber is a pretty white, black speckled heifer out of Sniper, which is a bull that we had at one time, and is a sharpshooter son and KC Winter Queen, which was a great cow that we had that produced very good calves. And sharpshooter needs no introduction. He always made good sons, good daughters. Bottom side is Bombshell out of Silver Dollar and WA Night Bomber, which is some older breeding, but take his heifer home and put her with these great bulls that are out there today, and she will make you some great calves. He does have her exposed to DH Smoking Hot, which I seen that bull. Very nice bull. So if she winds up pregnant from that bull, it's going to be a great calf.
Well, tell us what time everyone needs to have the animals loaded out on Sunday.
By 12 o'clock Sunday, noontime.
And is there anything that you want to talk about or mention that we haven't covered?
So I will have hay there for the sale cows. All the water tubs will be there for the sale cows and maturity heifers, so they don't have to worry about bringing tubs. If they need room to get some hay there, that they don't have room because of feed or whatnot, I do have a connection for some hay for their heifers. But sale cows definitely will have hay, and I will get some hay there for the heifers if somebody would need room, don't have room to bring some. All they got to do is contact me, Nelson Hearn, or Adrianna Norris, and we'll hook you up.
Well, thank you, Nelson and Adrianna, for joining us today. Make sure to check out the Appalachian Trail Sale consignments ahead of sale day and follow us for more updates. Until next time.